Just days after the ride-sharing service Lyft launched in Austin, a similar service called Uber is now open for business here. Their service launched last night, but it was the same day an Uber driver in Los Angeles was arrested after police say he tried to kidnap a 26-year-old woman so he could sexually assault her. Police say that driver took the woman to a hotel after a night out with friends. Uber officials say the driver was not logged into their company database and should not have been driving at the time. But that report led us to investigate how Uber makes sure you stay safe.
We sent KXAN traffic reporter Amanda Dugan to talk with Uber officials here in Austin to find out.
Now, for those who don't know, Uber is a car service that sends a licensed driver to your location through an app on your phone. Pretty much anyone can apply to be a driver with Uber, which has many wondering who exactly is behind the wheel.
Anyone interested in driving with Uber must be at least 23 years old, own a car, and have a valid license and auto insurance. They must check your driving record, and you have to pass a background check. Uber also has ride-sharing insurance, which means that it supplements a driver's personal car insurance up to $1 million. Uber says they don't actually hire drivers. Rather, they say they are a technology company that connects riders and drivers together. The man overseeing Uber's Austin operations says they don't just look into the obvious when selecting drivers.
It's actually pretty extensive. I mean, it's what you'd expect on the more extreme levels, felonies, misdemeanors, but we also look out for excessive speeding violations, insurance violations. So we actually go much deeper in than what you may just expect, where you'd think that, hey, we're just looking for felonies. We actually are very careful with who we select to be part of the system.
Now, Uber can't say how many have applied to be drivers here in Austin, as that is private information. But what we can say is that over 20,000 people have signed a petition to make ride-sharing legal in Austin. In downtown, Amanda Dugan, KXAN News.
And digging deeper, officials in San Francisco say companies like Uber and Lyft need more regulation, like the kind of regulations that govern traditional cab companies.
It's fairly unregulated. We're seeing problems that we normally would not see with a more mature industry that already has regulation around it. I would suspect the majority are, just like the majority of the population is law-abiding, but there are concerns that need to be addressed, and they need to be addressed sooner rather than later.
And the San Francisco district attorney also says he thinks law enforcement is struggling to keep up with enforcing laws against ride-sharing services.